You are now listening to the Jay Porks Experience. Listen free on iTunes or at theandydareshow.com. Now, here's Jay.
I don't think we're talking about love here. We're talking about S-E-X in front of the C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N.
Sex Cauldron? I thought they closed that place down.
Yo, what is the word, people? Welcome yourselves into another action-packed edition of the Jay Porks Experience. I'm Jay Porks. With me, as always, on the other side of the glass, making sure this is a well-oiled podcast machine every week, is nobody. I'm going to give you the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business. But first, these three things I know are true. Societal tendencies suck. Robin Williams is dead. And Ferguson, Missouri is doing its best impression of the Gaza Strip. But first, I want to start with things that are important to me. And you know what's important to me? Satirical cartoons. That's what's important to me. You know what's more important to me? The 12-day Simpsons marathon that's airing on FXX right now. Channel 691, Fios locally if you're in the New York, in the tri-state area. You know what's funny? Every time I say, like I just said, The Simpsons, I pointed to the TV. You can't see me. Literally, you can't see me. It's not like a John Cena thing. You can't see me. This is a podcast. But, yeah, I mean, all 552 Simpsons episodes in a row. 12 days. The Simpsons has taken over Twitter. There's a hashtag every Simpsons ever. There's also a Twitter account for at every Simpsons. And they're retweeting things, and there's a lot of fun fan interaction. Like usually when Twitter gets taken over by something, it's usually something I don't understand, like Fish or Storage Wars or Mountain Men or Duck Dynasty or the Emmys or some stupid award show. But not this week, folks, as we are all talking about The Simpsons. And it's in order. And I was worried when I heard that it was going to be in the exact order. I was like, wow, but they don't. What about if good episodes air at 4 a.m.? People are going to be asleep. No, they're not, as I can tell by the internet. On Sunday night, Monday morning, we had Homer's Enemy, the Frank Grimes episode of The Simpsons, when Frank Grimes comes and it doesn't understand why everyone just lets Homer Simpson be an idiot. He wants to know why. Or I call him Frank Grimes, but Grimy, as his friends called him. And the night before that at 3 a.m., it was the Who Shot Mr. Burns back-to-back. Those are seminal Simpsons episodes, man. And while this is all going on, the writers and the producers like Bill Oakley, Josh Weinstein, John Vila, these guys are on Twitter tweeting behind this live commentary with the show. How awesome is that? Like when, for instance, with Who Shot Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns gets shot to end season 6, I believe, or season 7. And then the premiere the next season is they find out who shot Mr. Burns. Josh Weinstein and Bill Oakley was saying that they didn't know. Nobody knew who shot Mr. Burns. It ended. The script ended when the angry mob comes into the hospital to get Homer. When he's trying to get Mr. Burns to know his name. But it was like a huge secret. Actually, Bill Oakley was saying they wanted to leak it, but there was no internet. It's not, like they said now they could have leaked some fake they would have leaked some fake solution to the thing to throw people off, but they said they couldn't do it because no magazines wanted to hear it. But at the end it is Maggie Simpson who shoots Mr. Burns. After Mr. Burns tries to take his candy. But yeah, the seminal episode, and and it was Maggie, but they were The writers were saying it could have been they were gonna throw Barney in jail, Barney Gumble, because they said basically, he's the same character. They can put him in jail and he can come back in a few years, and it's not like a lovable character. And last night at I want to say 3 a.m. or 2 nights ago, depending on when this is gonna go on the air. I want to say they had on, and I played the clip that preceded that was after the intro. If it came through over my mic, I'm not sure if it did. But that episode's where Miss Krabappel and Principal Skinner are caught making out in the broom closet, and Edna Krabappel says, "Why would you make two people choose between their careers and their hearts?" And of course, you heard the voice of Maud Flanders, the late Maud Flanders, saying, "I don't think we're talking about love here, Edna. We're talking about sex in front of the CHILDREN. Krusty the Clown." Sex Cauldron? I thought they closed that place down. That is the best line in the world of anything. Since this marathon started, I've been walking around saying Sex Cauldron. I thought they closed that place down. If it was socially acceptable at work to say Sex Cauldron, I thought they closed that place down, I would. But I can't. Folks, what I basically, long story short, as I have a whole page of things to do here, surprisingly. I have a whole page of things to do here, but long story short, you should find FXX on your guide and just turn it on. Listen, I'm not saying you don't have to be diehard Simpsons fan, but if you sit down and you watch, this is better than what's better that's on TV right now. I can go to the internet and listen to some music, but ain't nothing good coming out. There's a couple of new things out. We'll get to it in a second. So yeah, FXX. You want to catch The Simpsons, and they keep running the Simpsons Family Guy crossover commercial in this. So it's gonna be fun. FXX. A is a hard fucking channel to pronounce, and B, they run some weird advertisements. Like that show The League they're advertising for. Crazy. We got that. You know what I'm doing right now? I swear, I'm shutting my TV. Because I keep turning and Homer's climbing a mountain, and I get emotionally invested in what's going on with Homer right now. Okay. What else is going? Alright, here's something else I wanted to address before I get into the, music and stuff. More life things. I know. I'm sorry. I know I do that. You come here expecting music and me making fun of it, and I just hit you with my life problems. Sorry about that. It's not my fault. Well, it is my fault. I control the content. But I was off last week, and if you're wondering why I was off last week, it's because the Deer Network is investing some money. So we were having my studio here painted, and it was gonna be painted to look exactly like Troy and Abed's Dreamatorium on Community. I'll share a picture on the notes if you're not familiar. Now, I wanted it to have a real Dreamatorium feel. So when it was finished, I walked in, I stepped on a piece of tape, and I tore all the tape off the wall accidentally, and the thing is ruined. So it's a waste. So I want to let you know that in my week off, I got nothing done. I'll take a picture of the before and afters, and I'll share it with you. Troy and Abed's Dreamatorium. Robin Williams is dead. Robin Williams is dead? He committed suicide after finding out he had early stage Parkinson's. because I've never heard of an actor being famous and having an outstanding career with Parkinson's. Oh wait, yes I have. Michael J. Fox. So that's why I didn't think Henry Rollins needed to apologize for his comments on suicide. He said suicide. I no longer take this person seriously. But then later on he backtracked. I am deeply sorry, down to my marrow. I can't think that means anything to you, but I am completely sorry. It's not my interest to hurt anyone, but I know I did. If you're Let me just preface. Are you depressed? Are you listening to this? Are you depressed? Are you down? Do you feel like you want to hurt yourself? If you do, you need to go talk to somebody. And not me. Not me. Please, not me. Not to be a dick. That's why I don't have friends. I'm not that guy. I'm not a problem solver. But really, if you're feeling down and you're feeling like, you know, that your depression is getting to you, then I suggest you go talk to somebody, a doctor, a professional, a family member, a friend who wants to listen. Don't kill yourself, bro. And at the same time I'm feeling sorry that somebody died because death is not fun. Unless it's like Hitler, there will never be a yes, I'm so glad that guy's dead. Well, if Obama dies in office, America will rejoice, but besides that, death is never it's not a fun thing. And by the way, if you didn't get the sarcasm, I'm in Staten Island, surrounded by conservatives. I'm surrounded by the thanks Obama generation. I got kids who say thanks Obama. I got 15-year-old kids who are thanks Obama. You didn't even know when you weren't even able. You don't even remember when this guy was elected. Imagine growing up, Obama's your first president. It's crazy. I still think it's rad. But anyway, death is never fun. It's never a fun thing. So no one's making fun of it. But I will make fun of you. I will make fun of everybody who RIP'd Robin Williams as if the guy was Sam Kinison, Lenny Bruce, Jerry Seinfeld, George Carlin, David. He's not even David Cross. He's not Sarah Silver. He's Robin Williams. Let's talk about Mrs. Doubtfire for a second. Let's backtrack. Oh, I love that movie. Is that what you just said? Is that what you just said aloud? Oh my god, that's such an adorable movie. Is it? Is it really? Or are you just like stupid? Let's think about this for a second. Somebody has kids. He can't see the kids. He's not allowed to see the kids for some reason. So instead of appealing in court or trying to gain the trust of the mother of his children who has the kids all the time, it's decided that it would be best if a man dressed up like an old lady housekeeper to watch the kids 5 days a week. These kids don't recognize their father wearing a wig. The lady, the mother of the kids doesn't recognize that this guy banged her. The most egregious, yes, triple word score. The most egregious thing of them all is that they were in talks to make Mrs. Doubtfire 2. How would you even do that? You're going to have more kids? But here's the thing. If a judge says you're not allowed to have your kids, you're not allowed to see your kids, then Fuck you, bro. You're not allowed to see your kids. That's it. That's the law. You've chosen a life that makes it so a judge says, you know what, you can only have them on the weekend. Speaking of the weekend, like, if you have them on the. Is it really that bad? I know everyone loves their children. But if your kid was living in the same town with you, if you were married to somebody and you got divorced, and they had to live with the mother or the father or somebody who's not you, and they were in your town, it's not like they live across the country. You can't just take a break Monday through Friday? I know a lot of parents who would sign up for that Monday through Friday break. No, this guy's doing his best Lauren Cox impression and fucking cross-dressing over here. Talking, he tucks his dick between his legs to see his kids instead of just, I don't know, be a better man. So the plot of Mrs. Doubtfire, more holes than Swiss cheese. It was, how do you hate that movie? I can't get past movies that I don't believe. I can't get past movies that are instantly stupid to me. And while we're on movies, I just want to quickly say this. You people pirate the worst fucking movies. By you people, I don't mean the people listening, because I don't think any of you pirate movies, and if you did, you would have given me a copy of The Giver already. Why is The Giver not online for free yet, but I can watch Guardians of the fucking Galaxy? I like superheroes. I like Marvel and all that stuff. I'm down with it. But if I can watch Guardians of the fucking Galaxy on the internet, I should be able to watch The Shitty Giver. It's a shit fucking movie. It's been shit canned everywhere. I hate Meryl Streep. I hate her. I just want to see the. I read the book in 5th grade or in 4th grade. In 4th grade or 5th grade. I think it was 4th. And then I read it again in 7th. And I just listened to the audiobook last night, over the last couple of nights. I just want to see if it's close to the book. People are like, oh, you don't want to see that. It's a shit movie. I know it's a shit movie. You know what? You know what movie's good? I don't remember the last movie that was good. They're all shit movies. You people who, I mean, I'm having a lot of you people talk, a lot of adversarialness going on. Not the case. The people who go, I mean, I don't get it. These movie whores, like you know what it proves? You needed 3 hangovers. That's what it proves. The Hangover 3 proves that you people are fucking retarded. The Hangover 1 didn't even attract it. The last good movie that came out was like made by Kevin Smith. Jeez. But you know what it is with Robin Williams? With Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire and all those other movies he was in, that, by the way, he ran out of money? Robin Williams ran out of money? What kind of drugs was he on? And can I have some? This guy was in 5 movies a year. His TV show got canceled? So what? But people do say, and this bothers me, people say this a lot. They say, oh, he was so happy. How can, he was hiding it all. That's like when people say to me, but Jay, you're so funny and awesome. How can you be in a bad mood? How can you not like your life? The two aren't mutually exclusive. You can be both. You can hate your life and be a funny guy. So when I put when I put something on my Facebook page that I'm pissed off about something, I don't want to be cheered up. Unless you're going to comment with, hey Jay, call me at this number. I got some stuff that'll take your mind off it. Unless you're doing that, Don't give me the cheer up, the chin up kid speech. I fucking hate that. It's my Facebook. I'll cry if I want to. You're not gonna tell me how to use my Facebook. Oh, Jay, you should chill out. Jay, take it easy. I still love you. Your love doesn't pay the bills. Man, if I can pay bills with appreciation and love and affection, I wouldn't need to work. Because who could not love me? Who cannot love me? And then the texts. The texts, the private Facebook messages. And it's not just one of you. The person who it was is not listening to this. Trust me. The person who pushed me over the edge is not listening to this. So it's not you. Not everything's about you. Don't flatter yourself. I don't need the chin up kid fucking speech. I need you to solve this for me. And if you can't, leave me alone. I'm sick of people telling me, listen, I'm going to go to work. When I go to work, that's when I follow rules. When I when I hit record on the podcast, I follow this long list of rules that Andy gave me. And do you hear that flapping in the wind? Of course you don't. Because he didn't give me any rules. He just said, do you, bro. Go do it. But when I go to work, when I'm at work slinging Italian food 4 days a week for $3 an hour, I follow the rules. I follow whatever rules are given to me. You're not going to tell me how to run my Facebook. And you know what sucks too? Because of Gaza and because of Ferguson, I'm not allowed to be mad. Because here's the thing. Just because there are racist police in Ferguson, Missouri, just because there are crazy Palestinians in Israel blowing up each other, doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to be upset about something. It doesn't put my life in perspective. It doesn't. And anyone who says that is a fucking retard. Really puts your life in perspective, right? It could be worse. You could be in Israel. Yeah, I could be. I could be fucking... I could be the voice of a lovable cartoon character right now, swimming in in Scrooge McDuck's house. I could be doing that too. So there's two sides to every fucking coin. That's like the at least you have your health people. At least I have my health. At least I have my health. Yeah, so I can live in this. But I'll talk about Ferguson real quick. Because one of my friends thinks I hate cops. I don't hate cops. I salute and I congratulate and salute Sergeant Renee right now. Love you, Renee. And I don't hate cops. I hate the 6 cops that have arrested me in my life. I'm just assuming that that's how many it is. You know, 2 per possession. And I dislike the police officer that tends to shoot an unarmed black guy from now and then. But I'm not a fuck the police kind of guy, because I'm breaking the law all the time. It's not like I'm not an unarmed black guy, so I don't have to worry about getting shot. It's sad, but it's true. And I had the bit with the police officers. There's the Ferguson police. They're wearing like army gear, and they have all this. They have $750 million worth of equipment from the army that the army didn't want to use anymore because it ruins. You can't roll those tanks on the road and stuff because it ruins the concrete, and it's easily you could tip it over easily. So the army gave this stuff away. Ferguson, Missouri was like, yeah, let's use it. They're all wearing camouflage like it's Gaza. You don't know if it's Gaza or if it's Missouri. And the people say, and the mayor on the mayor of the town, there are no racial tensions. Yeah, right. Is that why there was more money raised for the cop that shot Michael Brown than the Michael Brown himself? Is that why there's no racial tension? Because needing to raise money for a police officer makes me think like, doesn't he have a pension? He has a job and a pension. He needs more money? Why? He's doing his job. I mean, if he got fired, did he get fired? I don't know. Again, I don't read enough. I don't read enough. If he got fired, yeah, give him some money. But I think the guy's still working there. And the New York Post, we stand with the NYPD. You're the newspaper. When would you not? You're in public. You're out in the open. You have to. You can't not stand with the NYPD. A third of New York is NYPD or related to NYPD. And I've never been again. I don't hate police. I am not a fuck the police kind of guy. That is not me. I just wish I was allowed to recreationally indulge in marijuana from time to time. That's the only change, but cops have nothing to do with that. That's courts and stuff like that. So I don't hate cops. So if I know any sergeants who are ever gonna consider giving out a PBA card to their friends, my last name is spelled Dyzenhaus if you need it. Oh boy. Oh man, oh man. So I can't be mad because Ferguson and because Gaza and because Ebola. Ebola's back. You know, if I hang up a sign that says free love, it really is going to be the 60s all over again. Ebola's back. Wow, I can't believe I ran through stuff here. Alright, one more non-music thing. Then I'll get to the break, then I'll come back with music. There's societal tendencies that bother me, and they need to change. I'm not going to sit here and live by rules of the 1940s and 50s in terms of picking up women in 2014. I'm not going to do that. First of all, ladies, ladies of the world, I had a girlfriend in high school. I never mastered the art of manipulating women and getting them to do things I want them to do and then kicking them to the curb. I never did that. I was never the type who knew how to pick up women because I was never practicing it. I was never doing it. I was always in a relationship. I was the one guy in high school having laid. I was the one person getting laid every day in high school. Every day. 14-year-old Jay was very sexually active. A lot more sexually active than 27-year-old Jay. A lot more. So this idea that girls have this thing where, oh, I won't leave my number to the waiter. I have too much pride. Like, what? I know that women don't like to make the first move, but I really think that me not getting a phone number from the two girls I was waiting on a couple of weeks ago, the two girls who asked me for my age and asked me what I do in my spare time, I have a feeling I didn't get the number not because they have pride, but because they found out some course during the evening that I served food for a fucking living. That's what happened. They realized I made $3 an hour. This isn't the 40s. Girls have this thing. Girls have a complex. They think that every guy, like, you hear me, you see me, I'm funny, or so I've been told. I don't know. I guess I am. The personality is a happening thing. You see this happen, and you see me friendly. No, kid's a player. No, no, stop. Just because every guy you've run into in your life treated you like garbage and did things to you this way doesn't mean that that's not what this guy's gonna. I'm not that guy. And the truth of the matter is, it's Staten Island. This is fucking high school. Yeah, a little thing about Staten Island. If I know somebody, say when I go to work and I talk to the other waiter or if there's a waitress there, I can talk to this person for 5 minutes and find somebody that we have a common friend with. Because it's high school. Everybody knows each other. It's only 14 square miles. And the gossip is real. It's real. So, I guess girls are afraid to put themselves out there because maybe they've heard something about me. Maybe they've heard that I don't know. Maybe they don't like that I smoke marijuana in 2014. Maybe that makes me a junkie. Oh, and by the way, shoutouts to my ex-girlfriend who has in her Plenty of Fish profile, it says, you need to be drug-free and being in rehab counts. Shoutouts to her. Just put my name there. Just put my name there. Seriously. Girls on... See, there's this place on the Jersey Shore called DJ's. And trust me, if this was a live studio audience, the crowd would go wild. There's a place called DJ's, and it's basically where girls go, and dudes, metrosexual dudes and girls, go in the summer to drink during the day. Day drinking, by the way. Day drinking is the sign of a successful life for you. When you go day drinking, schedule your afternoon neck tattoo appointment while you're at it. Because you're not going to you can't hold a job. Two people can day drink. Irish people and people with jobs. Like my boss, when he's not working, I'm sure he's drinking during the day. So you go to DJs, they day drink, they take Percocets, they take whatever it is. They take whatever drugs that they say that they don't do. See, they go to DJs, they take it, they separate from their group of friends. So it's basically like, say there's 50 cliques on Staten Island, 50 posses, 50 groups of people, different groups of people who hang out together. Say you get one of each at DJs. So nobody can go back and tell your boyfriend or girlfriend that you were sniffing a fucking Percocet off some guy's dick in the bathroom at DJ's when you come back and September comes around and you're looking for boyfriend material. Summertime to throw the curve, wintertime throw the cuff. It's crazy. So if I had one wish, if I can take out anything on the Jersey Shore, if I could take out one thing, it wouldn't even be Snooki. It would not be Snooki. It would be DJs. That shit should just be on Staten Island. Meanwhile, on an early Simpsons episode, I heard Krusty the Clown say that he's addicted to Percodan. What? He lives on Staten Island too? Who knew? Is Krusty from Eltingville or is he from Great Kills? It's crazy. It's crazy that Krusty the Clown and all my friends are hooked on Percocet. Percodan, whatever. Perks. DJs. Where you go to thought around when you don't want to be known about it. And then you come back, then you go eat at the restaurant, and you have too much pride to leave your number for a waiter, even though you just sniffed a Percocet off the ball sack of some dude you didn't know, who was probably your cousin. But you forgot about that when you ordered your salad. When you were watching your weight, so you ordered the Caesar salad that has more calories than a cheeseburger, you idiot. How stupid are you? And oh my god. I got a job. I have a job. Like, I mean, I'm waiting at the table, and it's not like I can't put myself out there. I can't say, hey, I want to have sex with you, because to tell you the truth, as much as I love sex, I love money even more. I love money even more, and I need this job. That's why it's the same reason, like, I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, how I'm not going to hook you up, because I need this job more than I need you to like me. Fact. I need this job more than I need you to like me. But, like, d- future customers don't ask me my age. If you ask me my age, I think you're interested. And if I think you're interested and you're not interested, I'm not serving you next time. Somebody else is. And I'm not even looking at you because you're a piece of shit who needs to fucking go to DJs and keep sniffing Percocets. It's funny how everyone gets pride when they're back in front of people they know. That's the whole Robin Williams thing. That's why everyone's tweeting about rest in peace Robin Williams. Because there's Twitter and everybody's watching you. So if you don't show the right condolences, people will judge you. And it's fucking bullshit. Because the internet, because 2014, everybody has to pretend that Robin Williams was this last great comic. He does voices, and he dresses like a woman. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to mourn the guy. I'm just saying, pump the brakes a bit. Pump the brakes a bit. Because it ain't that serious. It is that serious when someone dies, but it is not. This guy is not the last great American hero. That's for sure. We'll talk about Halloween and some new music when we come back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Andy from the Andy Dare Show here. Just want to say that I am super proud to have the J Porks Experience be part of Dare Network. And if you want to keep my little podcast network completely free, all you got to do is go to theandydareshow.com, look on the right-hand side of the page, and you'll click on the Amazon banners for all your Amazon needs, and you'll tip your cap to the J Porks Experience and all the fine broadcasting here on Dare Network. Also, be sure to follow Jay on Twitter at JPorks, Instagram at JPorks, and jporks.blogspot.com. Thank you so much for listening, and back to the J Porks Experience.
And we're back. Let me just turn the mic volume down here because I hate hearing myself when I talk. Okay, we're good. All right, what do I usually do now? I usually give you the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business. First of all, there's Where I Was Born and Bred, ConcertConfessions.com. That's for all your live music. News and reviews. For fans, by fans. It's the only place you're getting stuff like this. No other place comes to you with a no agenda, for fans, by fans motto. No other place besides ConcertConfessions.com. And up there now is a lot of Filter. Filter played home bar in Arlington, Illinois on the 21st. Also, Powerman 5000 played, I think, last night or the night before. And Concert Chick has that review. It'll be posted later on today. Well, by the time this podcast is up, it'll be up. So there's that. And I've got some stuff coming to Concert Confessions soon. So more people are going to see shows. We will get to, I'll tell you my show future in a second. ChristinaRocks.com, Hang the DJ, 89xradio.com every Sunday morning. I woke up early enough to hear her from 10, I think it was 9:30 or 10 to when she went off. This Sunday, when I tuned in, I heard her say, Jay, you missed me puppets. Drats. But, never fear, if you also missed the Meat Puppets, you can just go to the meatpuppets.com/tour and find out where they're coming to you, because they're coming to your town, bro. They're coming to your town. And also on hangthedj.com. It's not hangthedj.com. It's hangthedj. It's ChristinaRocks.com. There's no H. The Time Warp, her old school alternative show is 8 to 12 every Sunday morning on 89xradio.com. And she's also got news at ChristinaRocks.com, like Morrissey curates a new Ramones collection. Morrissey revealed that by request of the Ramones management, he's curated a new Ramones greatest hits collection and selected a sleeve image for the release. We also got the Time Warp playlist. I'm going to see which Meat Puppets I missed. Ooh, we had some Where Did You Sleep Last Night in the first hour. Yeah. Love that. Oh, Patti Smith Because of the Night. I'm down with that too. Pixies, Alec Eiffel. I believe Arcade Fire covered that the other night. Sam. That's what it was. It was Meat Puppets Sam. Maybe that different statement to make it with something they had experienced, possibly Sam had a different opinion than nobody ever considered born. Yeah, that's all. The song that I can't do. I think I came in on Elvis Costello. Either way, it was fun. Either way, it was fun. And, of course, your source for quality is AnnieQuiet.com. And on AnnieQuiet.com, Edgefest comes full circle with Our Lady Peace, Sloan, and I, Mother Earth. Also, this is really cool. Put an asterisk next to this. Arctic Monkeys stripped down AM tracks for acoustic radio gig. They did Snap Out of It, Do I Want to Know, and Why You Only Call Me When You're High. Alex Turner. Is it Alex Turner? I know the guy's name is Alex. And one other member of the band. And they did some acoustic stuff for a radio station in San Diego, I want to say. It'll be up on the notes. So anything that I say incorrectly, it'll be on the notes. Corrected. So never fear, the notes are here. You can watch the full Sonic Highways trailer and enjoy a Carrie spoof while you're at it. The Foo Fighters have Sonic Highways coming out. They have the show about how they made Sonic Highways coming out on HBO. And Dave Grohl had to participate in the Ice Bucket Challenge just because he's Dave Grohl and he needs to be noticed. Unless he's playing drums, I don't want to hear about it. And another thing, I should have covered this in the first half, in my half-hour long non-music first half. The Ice Bucket Challenge is stupid. It's stupid. Donate money. Is one of the symptoms of ALS a cold neck and head? I mean, what's the correlation? Why don't I just watch Lou Gehrig's speech, which will be in the notes? When Lou Gehrig knows he's dying and he says, today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth, it's not, that doesn't make me think, oh, it's no big deal. ALS is no big deal. All diseases are a big deal. All diseases deserve money raised for them. So the people who say, well, you say it's stupid, but last year they only raised 1 point something million, and this year they've already raised $21 million. Yeah? Well, put it in perspective like this. Colorado has taxed people on marijuana since January for the tone of $25 million. And nobody had to dump freezing water on their head. I guess they're cold enough in Colorado, with the Rocky Mountains and stuff. If you do something nice for somebody, if you donate money to charity, and you do it so other people can know you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. Help people because you want to help them. Don't help people because the internet told you to, just like the internet told you to rest in peace Robin Williams in 40 different tweets. No. So, I won't write a check, but somebody who has money, who cares, will. Nobody's writing me any checks. Here's the thing, I'm healthy and my life sucks. I need to focus on bettering my life. And why am I going to get a cold? It's August, and I'm already bringing a hoodie when I get on the bus because the bus has the air conditioning on 50 degrees, and I'm going to get sick. Why would I dump ice on my head? And I went to a table the other day at work, and I said, joking around, I was like, "We're gonna do the ice bucket challenge," and they were like, "No, oh my God!" I was so happy. A little faith in humanity was restored when that table didn't want an ice bucket challenge. So stupid. You want to raise money? How about this? How about we get some recreational marijuana in New York City, and 5% of all the taxes made from it go to miscellaneous disease? Raised 1.9 million for ALS last year. That's how much Colorado gave to schools in March from recreational pot. Just saying. So people, if you want to raise money for ALS, if you want to contribute, and I know about it, you did it for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. So sorry. I saw that. So the Dave Grohl thing, last week we were painting the studio. Then I walked in and ruined the studio. So I had all this stuff, and I didn't get to talk about it. So now I'm here talking about it. Turin Breaks Rock the Folk Out of Anti-Quiet Session number 17. I love that title, Rock the Folk Out. We've wanted to bring UK indie folk duo into our studio in Los Angeles for a long, long time now. Our words just haven't done this amazing band justice, making this Anti-Quiet Session another necessary adventure. On TV this week, yes, this week, I am making sure that this is this week. You know what? It's not this week. This week's isn't up yet. Oh, you know why? Because I'm recording this early Monday morning, and it's not up yet. So I'm not going to read you last week's like I did before. Like I did last week. Last week reading you the week before. Also, you can check out Tori Amos. Yeah. Right? You paused for a second. You said, what the... You braced yourself for me making fun of Tori Amos? Not happening here. She covered Radiohead's Creep, and it was fucking incredible. You should check it out. I'll share it in the... Well, it'll be in the headline section of the notes, but it was amazing. Man. Tori, I mean, maybe it's the glasses? It was cool. She played the Beacon Theater a couple of weeks ago. And I actually, I don't want to take you behind the scenes here, but I noticed it went up on Anti-Quiet a couple hours after I shared it on my Facebook. Had I known that was news, I would have done it. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad that content got out there. So listen to that. It's really cool. And that's... The headlines are powered by Anti-Quiet. I'm a little all over the place here today, but, it's all the same. It's all going in the same direction. New music. Got new music for you. First, it's Tied to a Star, Jay Mascis, streaming at NPR. Let me tell you something that bothers me. Now, NPR, National Public Radio, was NPR.org, of course they're .org. They were streaming the first listen, Jay Mascis Tied to a Star, on August 17th. They had the exclusive. But then I noticed a few other music websites popping up saying, listen to the new Jay Mascis. So I clicked. And then I read an article that ended with a link taking me over to NPR's website to listen. NPR has the exclusive. Therefore, it is not your story to report on. You are it is clickbait. That's what you're trying to do. What you want me to do is click on your website and get you more views because you didn't earn yourself enough views with your stupid list articles and dusting them off. This album came out 3 years ago. Here's our reaction of it today. All that wasn't good enough. You needed to take NPR's story and make it your own. No. No. That is fucking unacceptable. So I tweeted it, and Annie Quiet retweeted it because they agree with me. Not gonna write stuff just to write. That's the thing. The thing about Annie Quiet that's different from other sites is that the people here aren't just. They're not looking at Twitter saying, what can I write about? When they get inspired, it happens, and that's why it's beautiful. If I can't embed the player, like if I could embed the player, I would have posted it on AQ, but I can't embed the player. I can't embed the player because it's not my story. It's not my exclusive. It's NPR's exclusive. Can we have some fucking morals in this fucking computer eat computer world? Jeez. So you can listen to J Mask is Tied to a Star over at npr.org. I'll share the link. I'll maybe embed the code, the playlist if I could. It's 40 beautiful minutes. I would give it a listen. Also, Childish Gambino, totally switching gears. Childish Gambino released a new song seemingly out of nowhere and with absolutely no warning. This is underthegunreview.net saying this. Seemingly out of warning and with absolutely no warning, Childish Gambino has gifted the internet with a brand new track. And it's been 9 months since Because the Internet came out. And this one's called Candler Road. And Candler Road is a place in it's a road in Georgia. And it's cool. You should listen to it. It's a cool track. He's working on an album with Chance the Rapper, which is what I'm being told anyway. And one day somebody will introduce me to Chance the Rapper, because I don't know who that is. But new Gambino song is cool. You should check that out. And you all know that I got plans to see the Meat Puppets on Halloween in Williamsburg. But on Halloween in Williamsburg at the Brooklyn Bowl, the Dean Ween group is going to be there. So spend your Halloween in Williamsburg, people. You can be at Rough Trade with the Meat Puppets. You can be at the Brooklyn Bowl with the Dean Ween group. And a couple of days before that, I think Thurston Moore is going to play Rough Trade. I'm going to find out what day that's on. Maybe I'll make a week out of it. I'm seeing tons of shows that week. But purchase tickets. In the tickets that are purchased section, Kasabian at Terminal 5, September 26th. I got coverage. And I'm going. And I'm bringing my camera with me. And since they have a new album, I'm just going to record every single song and we'll go from there. It's going to be fun times. And if, again, I know I said this before, but themeatpuppets.com/tour, you can see where the Meat Puppets are going to be in October, early November. What else do we got here? You guys want to hear something about Burning Man? You guys know Burning Man, right? You know what? I'm going to Burning Man's site just to give you what they say. For centuries, Silk Route travelers cross paths in caravanseries, bustling caravan stops offering. No, that's a canniversary. That's something else. Anyway, Burning Man, the hippie festival that happens in the desert, is closed due to bad weather. The gate is down. The annual this is jambase.com reporting. The annual Burning Man celebration begins today, and it's supposed to run through September 1st. Organizers have just announced that the gate to the event at Black Rock City has been closed through tonight and possibly into tomorrow due to rain and hail. Oh, and coming from the Burning Man Facebook page, BRC is closed through tonight and will likely into tomorrow morning. Law enforcement is turning back vehicles at Wadsworth and will be turning around vehicles at the event entrance and directed to find a place to shelter until the playa reopens. The playa is undrivable. It actually says playa, Playa, like when I say, "What's up, playa?" If you're headed to the playa, please keep your eyes on Burning Man's Facebook page and their Twitter. How funny is that? Burning Man is like this hippie carnival. Giant, envision giant drum circles. Imagine that. That's what it is. So keep checking the Burning Man Facebook page if you want to see when you can get into Burning Man. Did I mention Every Simpsons Ever is on right now? I know I did, but I just want to do it again. When I tweeted out for the first time in years I will not be falling asleep to ESPN for the next 10 days, hashtag Every Simpsons Ever, it got retweeted by 14 strangers, and it got 40 people favorited it. That's a stupid word. Faved it? Can I say that? 40 strangers. I'm finally going to make some friends on the internet. I'm finally going to get to 300 followers. Am I? Am I close? How many followers do I have? 298? We're getting close. The VMAs happened, but it's 2014. There's no videos. Nobody cares. Shut up. When can I call my cable company and no longer have MTV and its family of networks? I don't know, but I sure as hell wish it was sooner rather than later. Priceless like a mother's love, or the good kind of priceless. Bart Simpson. Ooh. And I mean, basically, that's it, folks. I'm gonna give you the list of websites you need to go to help keep me in business. I never run out of gas like that. That's weird. I kind of just sped through it there. It's the websites you need to go to help keep me in business. First of all, there's ConcertConfessions.com, where I was born and bred. That's for all your live music, news and reviews, for the fans, by the fans. You could also go to ChristinaRocks.com, Hang the DJ, 89xradio.com every Sunday morning, 8 to noon. Spin an old school alternative, throwing it back like it's Thursday, except on Sunday. TheAndyDeerShow.com is where you'll find all your podcasting needs, all your Deer Network podcasting needs. Whether that's a slice of the Tyler Cale Show, whether that's a portion of the flagship show, The Andy Deer Show, or whether it's the sultry sound of my voice on the J Porks Experience. You can get that all at theandydeershow.com. Or you can go to iTunes, look up theandydeershow.com, all the podcasts will be there. Mine, his, Tyler's, all that. All good. All happening. If you just go theandydeershow.com. Don't forget the. And of course, every week, our headlines are powered by Annie Quiet. Until next week, or until something else happens in music, I say to you, whiskey, weed, Warren Zevon. Late.
This has been the J Porks Experience. Thank you so much for listening.